Laney J live, weekdays 6 to 9:30 a.m. on Best Country 106. Warning, Jay and Laney J are equal opportunity offenders. Listen at your own risk.
Wake up, don't just lay there like cold granite stone. Wake up. I was trying, but I should have never did understand. Wake me up before you go. Gotta wake up, get up. And I'm calling out, get up, get a move on. Get up, what's taking so long? Get up, get a move on.
That's right, put your hands together. Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J live. Where's Laney J? Oh. Laney J is out today. It'll just be me solo, at least for a little while. And then we'll rock it. I got you. Got a special guest coming in studio at 8 o'clock. Looking forward to that. But first, we got the 7 o'clock hour. You know what we got going on here. Got all kinds of great stuff. We've been theme Thursday-ing it all morning long. So get your requests in for the theme for today, which is summertime stuff. Any activities that would be that would qualify something great to do during the summer, we'll take it. Good morning, TJ. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Jamie, and good morning, Tiffany, joining us on Facebook Live. We appreciate you guys joining us. I will definitely need your interaction today because it's just me. Or at least until we have Wyatt Dillon join us in studio at 8 a.m. So I got it set up, ready to rock. We've got a great show for you. Official start to summer, technically, though, is still June 21st, just for the record. And June 8th is the day to celebrate with your best friend. It's Best Friends Day, just for the record, in case you needed to know that. So, here's a couple of there's multiple levels of best friends in life, right? If you think about it, Tim threw me off with it was comment in the chat just now. Sorry, but think about it, you have a quote unquote best friend growing up, and then oftentimes if you have a significant other later in life, you end up having a best friend that is your significant other. So your best friends may change generically over time for reasons that your youth best friends may grow apart, and then of course, like I said, you get significant others, and maybe you get a work best friend, or maybe you have an activity that you enjoy outside of work and home, like some sort of whatever hobby, and you may have a best friend among those people as well. So there you go. Hey, I got a couple of announcements that I want to start the show off with this morning, and I think I got one here on Facebook Live too, so I'll go ahead and start with that one. Patty posts in the chat, for those who live in Idabel, House Upon a Rock, Idabel, will be open from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and a free meal at 5 p.m. this evening. So, for those who live in Idabel, House Upon a Rock, Idabel, will be open from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and they'll have a free meal at 5 p.m. this evening. Speaking of Idabel, thank you very much for that, Patty Dwayne Turpin. Appreciate you. Another Idabel announcement, big shout out to Dr. Alan Bryant, who I noticed the Idabel Public Schools announced he was named the new superintendent there of Idabel Public Schools. So big congratulations going out to Dr. Bryant, or Dr. Alan Bryant, if you know him personally. It's Superintendent Dr. Bryant to you now, I guess is what you would say. No, how would you put that? Just Superintendent Bryant. Or Dr. Bryant. I had a high school principal, Dr. Borelli, in Oklahoma City, and then she became a superintendent as well, and before she passed away of cancer. But big shout out to her. She was very instrumental in my education growing up in middle school and high school. But yeah, a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of folks can think of administrators that had an impact on their lives too. Why are we talking about skinny dipping and chunky dunking down here, Tim Freeman? What's up? Good morning. Happy Friday Eve out there in Radio Land. Yes, it is Thursday. It's a thankful Thursday or a thirsty Thursday, depends on how you want to look at it. Speaking of being thirsty, I played this a little bit earlier in the show. If you weren't listening to the 6 o'clock hour, I'll replay it for you. I played some Kid Rock, what was it, All Summer Long by Kid Rock. Think of Theme Thursday. And apparently Bud Light is still the number one beer, despite their recent marketing controversies and a steep drop in sales due to those controversies. The news apparently has made the beer maker think that they can just get away with just about anything.
Presents, we can do whatever we want. First, we anger the conservatives. Then we anger the liberals. But we're still the number one beer. Our marketing strategy is to antagonize everyone and come out on top.
Oh, summer
So
activities.
take a Bud Light
Yes,
and look
Tim.
the other way as I drown this puppy.
Oh, no!
Enter sweepstakes to win a vacation on Jeffrey Epstein's private island. Enjoy our new celebrity spokesperson, Bill Cosby.
Oh!
Who would love to offer you a refreshing Bud Light. Sorry, Kid Rock, but we're bulletproof. We're Bud Light. Still the number one beer. Because we can do whatever we want. Drink and drive responsibly. Women who are pregnant, go ahead and have a Bud Light. What do we care?
Yeah, that's taking it way too far, Bud Light. You can't go. You just crossed all the lines in one advertisement. Come on now. Tim says his summertime activities. Now you're talking, Tim. So a little skinny dipping, a little chunky dunking, however you want to call it. Okay, I can see that. That is, you don't want to do that in the wintertime. It's a little chilly. Just saying. 16 minutes after 7 a.m. Appreciate you hanging out with us. My summertime activities. Because, well, summer's coming, my folks. It's Clint Black. We'll be back. Best Country 106. Summer's coming. Yeah, buddy.
Jay and Laney J live, weekdays 6 to 9:30 a.m. a.m. Best Country 106.
All right, it's time now for the. What is this? What is it normally that Laney J does at this time? I forget. Let me look here. Get my pull. Oh yeah, it's Prepping Ain't Easy. When Oklahoma recently, I guess say recently, in it's been years now, but when Oklahoma went to a medical marijuana legal state, a lot of people complained mainly about the smell, the fact that the smell of marijuana was going to be in many more locations than it previously was, because of course previous to that you had to hide it because it was illegal. Well, a D.C. judge has ruled that a man who smokes medical marijuana in his apartment must stop after a neighbor complained that the odor from his marijuana crept into her home and caused a nuisance. The judge ruled late Monday that while that man, Mr. Shepard, could not prove that Josepha, I'm sorry, that's the lady, Josepha Shepard, could not prove she is entitled to any damages, she successfully made the case that the smell is a private nuisance and ordered Thomas Cackett to stop smoking in his apartment. Matter of fact, he's not allowed to smoke within 25 feet of his apartment now due to this decision. And they say when it comes to the law, I am the law, this decision is believed to be the first of its kind and could open the door to additional legal action. And it looks like other states may already be talking about, think about it this way. I think in the state of Oklahoma, you really can't just, quote, smoke publicly anyway. But I do remember a lot of people talking about the smell of dispensaries as well as the smell of the farms, the grow operations. So it's interesting. It's interesting to say the least that it's not legislation, it was a ruling in the courts. But yeah, they said basically you can't smoke in your own house now. Weed smells very strongly initially and then dissipates quickly. Cigarette smoke also smells strong and then it stays real long too. I'm curious. And you can't smoke in public places in many states now. So and some states you can't even drive. You can't smoke and drive in the vehicle. So at least with kids in the car. So which is a good thing. I don't think you should smoke cigarette. You shouldn't smoke anything. Let's rephrase that. You should not smoke anything in the car driving with the children. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that that's my stance on that. Anyway. Tim says McCurtain County has always perpetually smelled like the ganja. That McCurtain County gold, that was a real thing back in the day for sure. So I guess it's always been grown around here for sure. Kimberly says, stay in a motel. The smell is everywhere. I imagine, and I would imagine don't take this wrong, but the lower the price, I'm just going to put it that way. The lower the price of the hotel, the more likely they would put up with someone smoking in their units, even if it's non-smoking. Whereas a higher end or a higher priced hotel would be, more likely to have a security guard that would go and knock on the door and say, "Hey, you're not allowed to smoke." I know the hotels my wife puts me up in because I can't tell you the last time I made. I'll be honest. I can't tell you the last time I made a hotel reservation. And it's probably when I worked at a hotel making reservations. That was probably when that was. But no, I don't know. The higher end, the higher price the hotel, the more likely, because they always say $500 fine for smoking, even vaping in the hotel room. And they've got those, not all of them, but some of your higher end, higher priced hotels have those halos that detect the vapors. The vapors. Oh, I got the vapors. Tim says, one thing a lot of people don't understand is just because you have a medical card doesn't mean you can drive under the influence. Oh, that's a great point, Tim. Matter of fact, on hosting Hochatown, when we interviewed Trooper Reesner with the OHP, he definitely talked about that. So you can go check out that as one of the earlier episodes. Good morning, James Bray. But go check that out on Hosting Hoachtown, wherever you download your podcasts as well. Yeah, you can check that out because he talks about being under the influence of medical marijuana, or even recreational, even if you're still. I guess. Can you specify the difference if somebody is actually using for medical or recreational at this point? Is it possible? I don't think it is. Anyway, just a thought I had. 24 minutes after 7 a.m. I've got a couple of things I got to talk about before we get into your, what is it, 7:30? The Laney J lowdown. Yeah, I got your lowdown as presented by J. But I do want to talk at one time about Basket Case Nursery, also known as Basket Case 259 on the old interwebs. We pulled it up here on our Facebook page, facebook.com/KKBIFM. They're a local garden center, and they've got you covered. No matter what it is you need when it comes to gardening, basketcase259.com has you. They got you, my friends. Absolutely. Wide selection of plants. It doesn't matter what kind of plant you're looking for. I think they probably got them all. Especially when it comes to ones that'll grow well around here. Does that make sense? If it grows around here nice and good, it's good to go. They've got you at basketcase259.com. We've got it pulled up on the website, so go to our Facebook Live, facebook.com/KKBIFM. They've got the awesome photo gallery there. Of course, they've got over 20 years experience. And if you dream it, they can create it. So maybe you've got some ideas of some color designs in some baskets and things. They've got you covered. It's basketcase259.com. Of course, you can find them on Facebook and Instagram as well. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6, Saturday 8 to 4, and Sundays 1 to 4. So they're open 7 days a week, just at different times. Again, check that website out for some awesome photos. They also have the jams and jelly, the canned foods. Let me put it that way. I don't want to go too far out there. They do have the pickles, though. I'm going to have to get in on some of the pickles right there. I'm showing you the photo right now on their website. That's basketcase259.com. They have homemade salsa as well. I love me some salsa. Pickled green beans. We talked about the pickles as well. They are family owned and operated, so let their family take care of your family's gardening and nursery needs. It's basketcase259.com. Basket Case Nursery. Oh, man. What a day it is. What a day it is, my friends. Matter of fact, let's go straight back into our... Ooh, that looks pretty. I like the little mirrored look I get on the Facebook Live. Good morning, Larry Peace. Let's see here. Tim says there's no difference. Yeah, the laws in Oklahoma are very loose when it comes to medical marijuana. So, yeah, there's really no difference here. Charlotte, good morning, Laneyless J. Hi. I'm Laneyless J today. That's right. I will have an in-studio guest, though. Wyatt Dillon will be joining me at 8 a.m., so about 30 minutes he'll be joining me. Now, I do have Laney J's Lowdown coming up next. Also, we'll be rocking the impossible question. Y'all ready for that? Y'all ready for that yet? All right, so Laney J's Lowdown coming up next. It's Best Country 106, J and Laney J Live. We'll be right back, Facebook Live. You know, we're just trying to catch a good time around here. That's all it is. Little Nico Moon for you with Good Time. We're Theme Thursday and it's some summertime stuff. That's all it is. Just trying to catch a good time this summer. What else are you trying to catch? Well, we got some information. I'm curious to know if Home Depot and Taco Bell will be releasing these on a local level. Coming up next on Laney J's Lowdown as presented by Jay Lindley.
The Museum of the Red River in Idabel is home to over 30,000 cultural objects, including the Oklahoma State dinosaur, Acrocanthosaurus, better known as Acro. The museum has programs and activities for all ages. Visit the gift shop in the museum where you can purchase unique gifts. Mata Ortiz, Mexican pottery, African basketry, local native-made jewelry, and much more. The museum offers many educational programs for adults and children. Experience the Museum of the Red River in Idabel on East Lincoln Road.
Tired of feeling FOMO? Fear no more with SEOKRadio.com. Stay connected and informed with the latest local news, weather updates, and even today's swap shop, all in one place.
From breaking news to engaging podcasts, SEOKRadio.com keeps you in the know about everything happening in your neighborhood. No more missing out.
Don't let FOMO hold you back. Stay connected, stay informed, and listen live at SEOKRadio.com.
Oh yeah, it's time for Laney J's Lowdown as presented by Jay Lindley. Let me know what you think about this in the chat, Facebook Live, and YouTube and Twitch, Book, and all you guys out there. Home Depot and Taco Bell releasing a couple of new things, and I'm interested to see if they'll even bring it to this area or if they'll start popping up in this area. Starting off, Home Depot is going to be selling tiny homes you can build yourself for less than $50,000. Yes, the home improvement store giant appeared to debut its new tiny home, or quote-unquote the getaway pad, by home kit manufacturing company Plus One, and it's currently generating some traction on social media. It says here, of course, the news comes with the affordable housing crisis in America, and we see it right here. It's lots of homes, or there aren't lots of homes for rent. Now, you can find a cabin to rent for a couple of nights or a week, but it's really difficult to find a home to rent here on the local. So I'm curious to see if any of these will start popping up in the area. It's for almost 50 grand. A pad will be delivered and assembled as a standalone extension to an existing house, like a guest house, or it can even be set up as a primary residence for those who traditional home ownership seems out of reach. So thought that was interesting. Less than 50K, you get you a little tiny home or a Home Depot's getaway pad. Like I said, we may see some of those. I don't know. Set up a little guest house next to my house. Interesting. And in the other story, I don't think this one's going to make it southern. It may, but I don't think this will make it to Taco Bell's or in this area. They're adding its first fully plant-based menu in the form of its beloved six-sided, layered, filled, and folded Crunch Wrap Supreme. They're calling it the vegan Crunch Wrap. Says apparently Taco Bell in many areas has a vegan customization option already. I did not know that. Obviously, I don't ask about vegan options, so I wouldn't know that. But yeah, it says here that if you're a Taco Bell fan and you are vegan, then you already know about the customization options in the menu. Current vegan or vegetarian options. But this culinary team officially crafted the recipe as its first fully vegan entree item. So be interested. First off, we'll see if it takes off. Remember the Impossible Burger? Oh yeah, that thing that it fizzled out pretty quickly. Apparently nobody liked those either. Well, and I tried one. Tasted like a regular old burger to me. But why have a burger? Well, I guess if you're a vegan or vegetarian and you don't want that type of thing, then I can get it. I get it. But for me, someone who enjoys meat, why get a fake version of something that tastes the same when I can get the real version and it tastes the same? We are talking summer activities, some of your favorite summer activities in the chat this morning. Iced tea is some folks' favorite summer pastime. And by that I mean just sitting around enjoying a nice cold glass of, and usually sweet tea around here. Usually sweet tea around here. But tomorrow is National Movie Night, and Saturday is National Iced Tea Day. So I figured you could just combine those two together and enjoy you a nice movie, sipping on some iced tea, maybe even an outdoor movie. That'd be pretty cool. I like outdoor movies. Pretty fun, if I do say so myself. All right, we're also talking, it's first pets, the best first pets for kids. A lot of you, and I say younger because I'm in my 40s and most of my kids are out of the house now. So, but younger parents or parents with younger children may be dealing with the question of, this summer, can I have a pet for that first time ever? And if you're dealing with that, you may be interested in the list, best first pets for kids. Now, this is according to the experts, and you guys know how we feel about the experts and what they usually have to say. But I do want to know what your first pet was, because mine was a little odd, I think, because my first pet was a lizard of some sort. It was a guinea, or well, not a guinea pig. It was a one of those, just the bigger. I forget the name of them now, but yeah, it was one of those. And he met an untimely demise because he escaped his area of living and disappeared on me, and I couldn't find him, and he got too cold. So, but yeah, apparently we'll start at number 5. Now, I disagree with this wholeheartedly because I don't think a bird is a great pet, especially for a young kid first learning. Now, maybe because of the idea that it's in a cage and it's there and you don't, I mean, there's not a lot, because, well, a kid wants to play with a pet and you really can't play very well with a bird. Unless it's a talking pet, which takes a while for it to learn to talk, right? Or unless it already has some words that aren't cuss words because its old owner had those. Unless it's it really can't interact with it. And then they're messy. I mean, depending on the bird, obviously, but yeah, they can be very messy as well. So and the wife doesn't like birds, so I'm going to kick that one off the list. I'm not a big fan of birds. Some people may say birds are great pets for youngsters. I may be wrong. Becca says a fish. Well, that's great that you say that, Becca, because number 4 was a fish. Now, I could see that being a good one. Again, you don't get much interaction with a fish, but the upkeep is very minimal, or maintenance, whatever you call it. And think about it this way. Fish look a lot alike. So if the child isn't too good at upkeep and maintenance of said fish, you can replace them without them really noticing. Or should that be a lesson learned? Should that be a teaching moment? Should you replace a pet without noticing? All right, coming in number 3 was a dog. The dog came in number 3. Number 2 was a cat. So you got dog and cat lovers represented there. And then, what do you think the number 1 best first pets for kids was? You don't know? All right, I think we got a first pet coming in. What was your first pet? Okay, Cocker Spaniel, he says. Is that what you called in for? All right, what you calling in for? Oh, what's up, Trey? My bad, homie. I got to talking and didn't even think. Well, okay. First pet for you was a Cocker Spaniel, so you came in the number 3 spot. Best first pets for kids was a dog. Number 2 is the cat. Number 1 was the guinea pig. Have you ever owned a guinea pig or had a child that owned a guinea pig? Yeah, because it seems like those, I don't know, I had a friend that had a guinea pig. You could interact with them because we were kind of gauging the level of fun for a child when it comes to first pets. We're talking about a fish was a good pet because you really didn't have much maintenance. And if you didn't want any life lessons too early, you could replace them without much notice, But and of course, dogs and cats were on there. A bird came in number 5. I also thought that was kind of a poor choice for a first pet for a child because not only are they kind of messy and can be noisy, you really don't get much interaction with them unless they can talk, and hopefully their previous owner didn't teach them something bad. So I didn't think, and you know, like I said, messy, not really get to interact with them. I don't think a bird's probably the best pet. Have you ever owned a bird yourself, or a child of yours? Okay. So yeah, I don't know, but so the number one, that hamster, or guinea pig, or whatever. I guess those are they the same thing? I see them as the same thing. I don't know. I don't know about everybody else. Oh, okay. Okay. Got it. Yeah, I guess guinea pigs can just kind of sit in the hay, and the hamsters, they like to run around on a wheel and stuff, don't they? All right. Well, I know you're not here to talk about pests of that nature. No, I'm kidding. But you are here to talk about some pests, my friend. It's Trey Howard with Harmony Pest Solutions, of course, serving Southeast Oklahoma and Southwest Arkansas. Have you guys made your way into Northeast Texas just yet? Nice. Okay, awesome. That's what I'm talking about right there. There you go. Well, there you go. Coming quick if you're listening in Northeast Texas. It'll be just very momentarily, and they'll be able to serve you as well. Well, what do you want to talk about today? I don't know if you noticed, but Laney J, she's not here with us today, so she's rocking it. So I'm rocking it solo. Oh no, I lost him. Okay, well, hopefully we'll get him back. Oh, there he goes. Call back real quick. That was quick. You back? Hello, hello? Oh, there you go. Can you hear me now? Perfect. All right. There we go. We lost you there for a second. Kicked off. What I was saying was, I don't know if you noticed, but Laney J is not here with me today, so I'm soloing it. Okay, gotcha. All right, so I don't know. We've been talking about spiders and kind of scaring Laney J to pieces here. So we can continue on with spiders if that's still a big thing to talk about. If you got more, or we can move on to another thing since she's not rocking with us today. Whoa.
There's one slight problem there.
Oh. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something is wrong here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you turned out to be Silver Fire, which is a common color, not a big deal. Basically, it's a Kindle, but it was one of those things where I get deep into my head, I forget the bunch of these things. So,
Yeah.
your rattler bushes are hunting spiders like wolf spiders. So they do not rely on webs, they rely on ambush and prey. So the one other common thing that we get with rattler bushes, we are called the wolf spiders, you will mistake them for rattler bushes.
Gotcha.
The wolf spiders are brown, creamy brown color with dark brown, then bright on the back. They're more furry or more rigid. Rattler bushes, they're very small, they're adequate, they're like a creamy white. The legs are very long, and they generally have a middle back and back of their head. Not all their abdomen, but their head. Almost every creature right here has them. You don't see them, so they're not very active. They're not moving about the back. So you don't really see them very often. If you see them out and about the house, you probably have more than a couple of generally you talk about.
Well, when it comes to the wolf spiders, I seem to notice those more like out in the yard, maybe when I'm mowing and there's some taller grass. It seems like I'll see them scurrying away from the mower out there, and those suckers can look pretty mean. Okay.
All spiders are venomous. It's just a matter of if the venom makes them speak. And there's very, very few spiders that can speak.
Now I like the way you put that. I noticed in the wildlife service talking about this recently when it comes to snakes. You say all spiders are venomous. Now I noticed you didn't use the word poisonous. Why call them venomous instead of poisonous?
Venom.
Venom. Oh no, did I lose you again?
That's good.
Oh, there you go. Sorry. I was sorry. You said poison, and then we lost you.
Oh, poison is related to the plant, and venom is related to the injection of an animal.
Oh.
I believe the only, I want to say that they don't have to be injected. Now, when it comes to things like poison or alcohol or increased from the body, I believe that becomes different with secretion, not injection.
I can see that. I can see that. All right. Learning new things here for sure. So we're using the proper terminology from now on. It's venomous when you're talking about bites like snakes, and which I guess the same. Would you talk like a sting, a bee sting? That's a venom as well. Then. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, I want to say it's referring to the animal and its injection.
Gotcha.
So be it a seed, a bite, straight bite, and then poison would be secreted like from a plant and or from a skin.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
it's more of the proper word. It's more of that English language.
Yeah.
And what's the proper word that may mean something else, but
Exactly. Well, and before we go, just one last thing. We had mentioned this probably one of the first couple of times we got to talk to you live on the air. But when it comes to spiders, and like you mentioned just a minute ago, if you're seeing a lot of the fiddlebacks or the spiders of that nature out in the open to where you can actually see them, you probably have a lot more filling up the dark areas. And then if you have that many, types of multiple types of spiders all over your home, you probably also have another problem of some sort of infestation that's causing the spiders to come to your area.
100% guaranteed. They are predators, so they have to have prey to feed on. So they're there.
Boom.
There is undoubtedly underlying problem with it. Now, it could be something that's harmless to the structure or harmless to you and your family, but it's something.
There you go, folks. So if you're seeing all those spiders of any kind, like I said, if you're seeing an abnormal number of spiders, you need to call Harmony Pest Solutions because you got other problems too. And Trey, let them know how to get a hold of you if they're listening now and they're like, I got some problems.
800-277-3064 is going to be our main number. And then, of course, Facebook, we're all over Facebook. We're the only one, so just Harmony Pest Solutions. You'll find us. You'll see the big HPS shields that'll be on there. And we'll get you taken care of.
I love it, Trey. We appreciate you, man. We're about to jump into the impossible question. I got 4 of them lined up because I don't know if they're going to be too easy. You have a great one, brother. All right, bye-bye. There you go, Trey Howard with Harmony Pest Solutions. It's impossible question time. Up next, let's go to Facebook Live and help those that are calling in.
Perfectly.
All right, Facebook Live, give me 1 minute. We'll be right back.
Where Peter's shopping with great deals just for you. Judy Blue Jeans, custom and girl t-shirts, earrings, hats, bows, furniture, dolls, antiques, vintage items. You'll find anything you're looking for. Located in Roosevelt on Highway 259, next to Mount Fort Water. Open 10 to 5, Monday and Wednesday through Saturday. Shop perfectly in Perfect Vintage Marketplace today. Now open, Burgess Imaging in Valiant, a family-owned and operated business looking
question brought to you by Nova. Weekdays, 7:45 a.m. on Jay and Laney J Live. Best Country 106.
That's right, it's time now to play the impossible question. Now, here's the thing, guys. I was not feeling very confident about my impossible questions this morning, so I made multiples. So if they're super easy, we'll just keep rolling with the next one, okay? Alrighty then. Let's do this. 580-584-3388, 3389, and 3372 are the numbers to call. We'll see if 3389 works today or not. Americans consume over 2 billion of these annually, while less than 5% of us claim to have never had one. What are they? Americans consume over 2 billion of these annually, while less than 5% of us claim to have never had one. What are they? Let's go to the phone lines. What are they? You're live on Impossible Question. Vitamins. That's a great answer. It's not vitamins. Let's see what Facebook Live has to do to save your life. It's not cigarettes, Lakin, but that's a good answer. Trying to save your life. No. It's not cigarettes. It's not vitamins. Those are great starts to this question. Again, here's the question. Americans consume over 2 billion of these annually, while less than 5% of us claim to have never had one. What are they? 580-584-3388 and 580-584-3372 definitely work. And you can try 580-584-3389 if you want to try. Let's go to this line here. Good morning, what's your answer?
Hot dog.
Hot dogs, that's a great answer. It's not hot dogs, it's not beer, Tim Freeman. That's a good answer, trying to save your life. It's not beer and hot dogs, or hot dogs. But those are great answers. 580-584-3388, 3372. Americans consume over 2 billion of these annually, while less than 5% of us claim to have never had one. What are they? Great answers coming in on Facebook Live. I don't see a correct answer just yet, but we do have some great answers. It's not oysters, Christine. Let's go to this line. Good morning, what's your answer?
How about insects in your sleep?
Insects in your sleep. That's a great answer. If you're consuming that many insects in your sleep, you probably better call Trey Howard at Harmony Pest Solutions. No, I hear what you're saying. No, it's not insects. And Becca Jane says sodas. It's not soda pops, but sodas get us closer to the answer. Sodas gets us closer to the correct answer, but it's not soda pop. And it looks like 3389 is malfunctioning, so call 3388 or 3372. Let's go to this line here. Good morning, what's your answer?
Tea.
Gallons of tea is a great answer. It's not gallons of tea. It's not vapes, Brisa, but that's a good answer. Not crawfish, not vapes, sorry, not soda, not beer, not oysters. Let's go to this line here. Good morning, what's your answer?
Energy drink.
It's not energy drinks. That's a great answer, though. It's not shrimp, Christine Billy, trying to save your life. That 3389 didn't work, so 3372 or 3388 are the numbers to call. I see you out there, Wyatt Dillon. Handsome man, about to come in and hang out with us. Live. All right, hold on, let's go to this line here. Good morning, what's your answer?
Juice.
Juice or juice boxes or gallons of juice. No, it's not juice at all. It's not Kool-Aid, Brisa. That's a good answer. It's not packets of Kool-Aid. Let's go to this line here. Nope, that one didn't work. 580-584-3388 and 3372. If you keep getting hung up on, try 3372. Let's go to this line. Good morning, what's your answer? Avocados. That's a great answer. It's not avocados. It's not cups of coffee, Christine. That's a good answer. Trying to save your life. Not avocados, not cups of coffee. 580-584-3388. Let's go to that line. Good morning, you live.
Cough syrup.
It's not cough syrup. That's a good answer. It's not coffee. Cups of coffee. It's not bottled water, Jamie. Good answers coming in there. 580-584-3388. It's not popsicles, Tim, but I would consider that closer than most of the things we've had answered. Let's go to this line here. Good morning, what's your answer?
Snow cone.
It's not snow cones, but that's a great answer. It's not technically just a summertime answer. It's not sweet tea, Brisa. It's not Kofifis. Let's go to this line here. Oh, that was their answer. 580-584-3388, 3389, 3341, 3372. No, not 3341. That's the fax line. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's your answer?
Electrolytes, water.
It's not electrolytes or water. That's a good answer. Not bottled water. It's not any kind of drink at all. It's not any kind of drink at all. That's good answers, though. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. You're live.
Ice cream.
It's not ice cream. That's a good answer. It's not a frozen. It's not a frozen treat of any kind. It's not sweet tea. It's not slushies. These are all great answers coming in. All great answers coming in, though. Americans consume over 2 billion of these annually, while less than 5% of us claim to never have had one in their life. Let's go to this line here. Good morning. What's the answer?
Teaspoons of sugar.
Oh, great answer. It has sugar in it, but it's not specifically teaspoons of sugar. It's not yogurt, Tim Freeman, trying to save your life. It's not tuna fish, Jamie. This is not a naturally occurring in the ocean or on the land type of thing. It's not yogurt, Tim. It's not cake, Christine, but that's a great answer. Cake is now the closest answer we've had. We got a minute and a half, and we got to get out of here. Cake is now the closest answer we have had. 580-584-3388. Good morning, what's your answer?
Cupcakes.
It's not cupcakes, but that's now the closest answer we've had. It's not seaweed, Jamie. It's not cupcakes, but I would say now cupcakes are the closest answer we've had. It's not pie, Jamie. It's a good answer. Just 45 seconds. Let's go to this line here. Good morning, what's your answer?
A Twinkie.
It's not a Twinkie. That's a great answer. It's not muffins, Lakin. It's not bread of any kind, Christine. They're so close it hurts. Let's go to this line here. Good morning, what's your answer?
Jelly beans.
It's not jelly beans. Good try. Good morning, what's your answer?
Donuts.
It's not donuts. So close it hurts, it feels like. It's not brownie, Brisa. It's not Little Debbie snack cakes of any kind. It's not honey buns. Let's go to this line here. Good morning, what's your answer?
Cinnamon rolls.
It's not cinnamon rolls. Y'all are dancing around it. Last couple calls here. We're going to have to get out of here. Oop, they hung up. Oh, I got a correct answer on Facebook Live now, so the next caller looks like they win. Good morning, what's your answer?
Pizzas.
It's not pizzas, but saving your life. Where'd he go? I swear. Oh, yep, there. Jonathan Buenrostro says cookies! That is correct. Who do we have on the phone?
Joseph Looper.
Joseph Looper. All right, Joseph. Come pick up your winnings here at the radio station. We appreciate you. You got 2 items, 2 sandwiches, 2 chips, and 2 drinks from the Meltdown, $2.59. You have a great day, brother. All righty, bye-bye. We'll be back.
Here's the latest from ABC.
What up?
What's up, brother?
All right, Facebook Live, we're going to get 4 minutes for the news, and we'll be back.
Listen at your own risk.
Wake up, don't just lay there like cold granite stone. Wake up.
We got JL and we got LJ.
There you go.
Laney J and Jay Lindley.
That's right.
Yep.
Don't call it out. Get up, get a move on. Get up, what's taking so long? Get up, get a move on.
That's right. Put your hands together. Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J live. And in Laney J's place this hour, we've got the Wyatt Dillon. Welcome, sir.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Good to have you on the show, my friend. It's been too long.
It has been a while, man.
When was the last time we were on the show together over in DeQueen?
I think we had one here.
One here?
Well,
Okay.
It's probably been well, actually, I think LJ did it.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
were out of town,
That's
man.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I remember that now.
Yeah,
So it
that's
has
right.
been a little while for the two of us. Well, welcome to the show. We're talking a few things today. We're gonna get some music out of you a little bit later.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
like it. Now let's talk about what happened last night. As last night you had a gig. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. At the original Abednego's Grill and Patio.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. How was that? Did it go well?
Yeah, it was a pretty good gig last night for a Wednesday night.
You were up a little late.
Up a little late.
I gotcha. So we
Yeah.
appreciate you, taking time out of your sleep to come hang out
My
with us.
slumber. Yeah, well, I appreciate y'all and those that are tuning in, and especially for Jay having me here on the 106 FM,
All right. I like that.
hometown station right here.
Yes, sir. Now, for those, I know a lot of people know you that are tuning in, but for those that don't know who Wyatt Dillon is, give us a little background, a little history.
All right, a little WD history.
Yeah.
Well, I'll save that for the tunes, but I'll do my best to talk through a little history here. WD, well, what can he say? He just woke up. He don't think much when he wakes up, I'll tell you.
I can respect that.
Yeah, born and raised here in Broken Bow Town, Oklahoma. I tell everybody that at my shows. See a lot of different travelers and visitors coming through. Just a small town, country boy, man. Started picking that guitar, and I ain't looked back. It's a long road, I do know that.
Nice. So, how long you been playing?
Man, I'm knocking on 10 years over here, which is crazy.
A
I'm
decade.
10 years, I'm 10 years out of high school, 27 years young, and getting younger by the day. Thank you, Lord, for that. Mom and Dad, the genetics. And, so 10 years, they say that's the number, and here I am still knocking. And it's crazy. I've been at it for 10 years alone, and I played last night with the band. So that was the first time for that. A three-piece. First time I ever had a three-piece together was last night at Abednego's Grill and Patio. So that was quite an experience. Practicing on stage in front of people, I guess you could say.
Because you never played before together.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, probably not the best idea, but pretty good, though, for what it was.
Okay.
I mean, we,
Still a little jamming? Did a little jamming?
yeah, we made it happen.
Awesome.
Most definitely. Other than that, just 10 years of making music and eating leftovers, and surviving, man.
Understood.
Literally surviving.
Literally.
Yeah.
Now, tonight you got some action, or is it tonight or is it tomorrow?
Saturday.
Night? Tomorrow night. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Today is Thursday. I keep thinking it was Friday for some reason. I know why, because Laney's not here,
Yeah.
so it's throwing me off. So Saturday night, you've
That's
got a
right.
gig coming up. Tell us about that.
It'll be at the Hochtown Saloon. It'll be LD and WD.
LD and WD.
Yeah, LD for Lucas Dalton.
Okay.
He's another hometown musician.
Yeah.
He's spent a lot of time in Nashville and taking care of some serious business. I think that he is back in town for the moment anyways. And so he's going to do a little performing. Saturday night about 9:30, and I'm gonna come on shortly after him with the band, and just see what the night holds. Man, it's kind of I'm excited, but I ain't felt this. The butterflies, anticipation, nerves, kind of. I've done it for 10 years alone.
Right.
Like I can take care of me, and it's different when you add other people in there when they got to take care of you and you also got to take care of them. Kind of a lone ranger, brother. That's where I've been, for
Yeah.
10 years.
Absolutely.
So,
So Lucas Dalton, fun fact about him, I actually interviewed him. He said it was his first ever radio interview
nice.
over there in DeQueen. So
That's right.
when he, right before he moved out to Tennessee.
I think I remember seeing that, and I think that probably gave me the courage to call somebody up, man.
That's right, maybe.
It really did. I'm
Maybe.
100% sure that's what it was.
I love it.
And yeah, so that should be a good time.
Saturday night, Hochtown Saloon. When do you go hit the stage?
Probably 10:30, I would say.
Okay.
But I would be there for Lucas because we're both, small town guitar pickers with big aspirations, big songs, and we make it happen, I guess you could say.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. I got a question for you. This is not music related at all.
Good.
Okay.
We can skip all that for a little bit.
Okay. Since you are a guest host on the show, you're going to be here for a little while with us, so you'll get to take part in the festivities here on the show. My question: we've been asking about pets for children. Do you remember your first pet?
I don't, but I was listening when you was
Okay.
on that. And Jay had a lizard, man.
I did. An iguana.
Iguana.
Yeah.
Iguana.
I couldn't remember that word earlier. But
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like the larger
The
ones.
bigger one that
Hang out in a
slapped the
little
crap
cage.
out of you with his tail. Yeah. Had a heat rock. One day he escaped from his little cage thing, and I couldn't find him, and he got a little too cold. And I found him years later after we tore down the bed frame. He was tucked in back there.
Nice little skeleton.
Yep,
huh?
nice little skeleton.
Man, that's crazy. That's pretty awesome, though.
Poor feller.
Yeah. Poor feller, man. Just gone.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember my first pet. It was probably a dog of some sort, I would
Yeah.
say, most likely. I haven't ventured far from dogs, I like them dogs. I got a few of them hounds myself, me and my lady. Some wieners.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Little Dachshunds,
Yeah.
dash hounds.
3 of them.
3 of them.
We got Waylon Putin Jennings, we got Ernie Chesters, and we got Gus Custer.
I love it.
Yeah, they're pretty good hounds, man.
Waylon, Ernie, and Gus.
Yep.
I can dig it.
That's right.
Waylon, Putin, Jennings.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's for Russia's leader, right? Putin. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly what that's for. Not like Putin.
Yeah, nah, not because that's what he does when he runs.
Right. They are, man. Dogs and animals are special. They're just creatures, man.
Ray said he found a horny toad in a field by the house. That was his first pet. You remember those? Did you ever have those down here?
I did see some horny toads for sure.
Back we used to play with them in the field because he and I grew up together.
Was that Gaston?
No. Ray, we actually lived down the street from each other in Oklahoma City.
I wonder if he got any awards.
no. But
Playing with them horny toads.
those horny toads, man, they were something different. They were.
Yeah, a little
completely.
spiky, a little
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. It was interesting for sure. 18 minutes after 8 a.m., my friends, I've got the Best Country update coming soon. We're also going to rock some music coming from our special guest in studio, Wyatt Dillon. But first, I got some music for you because it's summertime. Here's brand spanking new music from Brian Kelly. See you next summer.
Here comes that sun coming up.
All right, Facebook Live, we'll be right back. Give us 3 minutes. That's Country
Oh, there's
106.
a camera right there.
Jay and Laney J live. Yes. He was like, oh, I'm on camera. That was Brian Kelly. See you next summer. Brand spanking new music from him. He's one of the Florida Georgia Line dudes, right? Brian
Maybe
Kelly?
so.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
so,
know, to be honest with you, brother.
So there you go. Now you know, and no one's half the battle. G.I. Joe, as they say. My watch decided to play some music for me.
No, they'll do that sometimes, man.
All right,
They got a mind of
watch
their own.
stop. All right, watch stop. It's not stopping. What's up with this? Hey, stop the watch playing. It just decided to do it on its own. Here we
Yeah.
go. Oh, I can do it over here probably. There we go. Got it.
What'd you
and
have?
we were talking about this yesterday. What?
Rocking there, Jay.
It's a just an Apple Watch.
Well, the tune there.
Oh, I have no clue.
Oh, okay.
Pretty Ricky.
Right on.
That was Pretty Ricky.
Yeah. What was y'all speaking on yesterday of the?
Well, so it's Siri in the Apple. So Siri often answers questions that aren't asked.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, whatever it heard us saying, it decided that was the song we were asking
Yeah.
to play. So I
Yes.
think, and millennials. What generation do you fall under? Do you know?
I was born in 1995.
95. So you're a millennial. You're still a millennial, yeah. So
What would that make me as a millennial?
just the generation you born in.
Okay.
You were
What,
born
how
in.
about yourself?
Gen X.
Gen X.
Generation X.
Which is?
like 70 to 70. I don't know.
Well, what does Gen X stand for though? Or like, what does millennium stand for?
I think it just means you're the generation up to the millennia. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
Look into
people use the term now to represent negative things as well.
Sure.
They politicize everything these days, or whatever. But no, I was just saying, yeah. Well, apparently, your age group, 30 and below, the two age groups, Gen Z and millennials, believe that there should be cameras in every household to help out with, like, abuse,
Yeah,
spousal abuse and things of that nature.
That would be absurd, man.
Isn't it?
But there already is, brother. From
That's
space,
what we're,
man,
yes. Well, not
you
even
know?
from space.
Yeah.
Right here. There's a
sure.
microphone and a video in your hand or home at all times.
Right. Anytime you're looking at it, it's looking back at you.
Exactly.
Whoever wants to, man, to have that kind of ability, which I don't. I don't ever care to have that ability, man.
No.
I could do without one. Which, I mean, there's a lot of people that's talked about it before in the past, but we carry these around, and that apple's on the back of them, and there's a bite out of that apple, and that's the beginning of the beginning right there, man. It's the beginning of all life and story right there.
Yeah.
The bite out of the fruit.
You think Apple it was interested in the beginning of time when they created that logo?
I think they were interested in the destruction of time, brother.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. So there's something deeper seated to the logo itself.
I
That's
would
what you're
think
saying.
so, for sure.
Or did people you look at it over time and think of all these possibilities of looking back? It's easy to plant things into something that wasn't actually there looking back on it, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're asking me, which nobody did, but hey, luckily it's our show. We can do what we want. But no,
that's
if you're asking me to say that the people that were trying to make $1, and obviously the love of money is the root of all evil, right?
for sure.
So there is always evil aspects of anything when it comes to Earth, period. But to say they had enough forethought or enough that they rigged this whole scheme that it would only come out later that the logo was actually a demonic symbol, I think we're giving them too much credit.
Yeah, for sure.
I like I said, I think we're really just saying, I think what happened was somebody looked at that and was like, what that could represent. And so they made up this story, which sounded great if you put enough,
Thought into
happen tense stuff so I don't know. And
it's hard to know, man.
It really is.
I don't think anything's random. I think that it's weird that there's an apple with the bite out of it and it controls our lives. I do think that, but there's really no knowing of nothing, Jay.
Right.
At this point in time,
True.
brother.
And we
Other than what we do know,
Yeah.
the truth, which I'll speak about that here.
you got
in this
some
little
truth
intro.
speak.
Yeah,
You got some truth speak.
I got some truth to speak on.
Okay.
But other than that, we really don't know, man. We're just LIVEN. Thank the Lord for that.
That's right.
Here on Live FM on the air of waves.
That's right.
Coming through cars and phones, that's pretty cool too.
Hey, and talk about the evil of things like that. You could also talk about the ability to spread the gospel.
Oh,
with
yeah,
this.
for sure.
There's thousands of people listening right now. Many of them that have never even thought of the gospel, or if they have, they don't
Right.
think positively.
Didn't think twice.
Yeah, yeah. So
Just heard about it, told about it,
absolutely.
and yeah.
It's 8:26 and a phone call's coming in. You think it's important? You think it's a question for Wyatt Dillon? That's how I'm gonna set it up here for
Let's
you.
ride.
All right. Good morning. What's the question for Wyatt Dillon this morning? Oh, I guess they didn't have a question for you. They probably want to know when Swap Shop is. Well, unfortunately today, folks, there will be no Swap Shop. So, Laney J, obviously she's gone today,
LJ.
and and JL.
If you're out there, LJ, JL is here. Shout out to you taking your seat today.
Yes,
We love you. Thank you for all that you do for the 106.1.
that's right. We appreciate you. She's in Texas somewhere, I think, right now.
Yeah, she
Or
probably,
no, Arkansas. She's
she
in
probably ain't picking up. She's probably snoozing. or
Yeah,
something.
she's like, forget y'all.
Yeah.
I'm over here.
Yep.
But no, what was I saying? I forgot.
We were calling.
Oh, somebody was calling. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Do you like sweet tea?
Oh, dude, I'm
Are you a tea fan?
from the South, brother.
Okay.
Let me give
so
a
is
shout
it
out
sweet
real
tea
quick.
instead of regular tea, or
Yeah,
Okay.
to the Oak Steakhouse, got the best sweet tea in town. Man.
Oh, there you
Drop
go.
You a couple lemons in there, squeeze that lemon, and yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm telling you, man. I love all the places in this town. I love this community. I love Smith's Good Eats. Got some good breakfast. Got some good food.
We've had a Bible study there.
Yeah,
Enjoyed a meal there. together.
absolutely.
Broke bread.
And that's right. We got a good community, man.
Oh, absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
like
But you can
that
have your.
sweet tea from the Oak.
I was going to say, you're allowed as a human being to have a favorite of something,
Yep,
even
for
though you
sure.
are fans of multiple places. That's cool. All right. I'm not a tea person at all.
No, not at all.
Just not at all.
What
My
about
mom,
some of that healing tea, man? You
like green teas and things of that nature?
Well,
or-
there's some tea that's got some antioxidants and some, stuff for the brain.
Oh,
just
yeah.
good stuff. You probably never had any, but you have a little tea.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, you have a little honey and a little lemon in there, and it's different than sweet tea, of course. But yeah, you would like that, Jay.
All right.
Wake up, sip you a little tea, like
Okay.
3 in the morning,
Pinky
whatever
in the air.
time you wake up. I normally asleep right now, ladies and gentlemen, especially after a long night of singing and playing. So yeah,
So apparently, iced tea is as American as apple pie,
I can see that.
and I've been called out. I apparently am not American.
that, We want you to get you in. We want to get you in American.
Yes, I'm definitely not Southern enough.
We need you on some of that sweet tea, Jay.
There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
JL needs some sweet tea. If anybody wants to bring a gallon of Chicken Express sweet tea to the radio station, 106.1 downtown Broken Bow.
There you go.
Any point in time in the future, my good buddy JL, aka Jay Lindley,
That's me.
could use some sweet tea to get him Southern certified.
There we go. There we go. I'll get my Southern card.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm. Definitely. I've been called a city boy quite a few times because coming from the city. I'm cool with that though.
Well, that's all right, Jay.
If you notice my pants, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't usually conform to many.
I wouldn't
There's
either.
no creases in these pants.
Right. Well,
Although our Mazda Cowboy. Have you heard the saga of the Mazda Cowboy?
I have not.
Gentleman gets out of his Mazda, big white cowboy hat, his cinch button-up shirt, his cinch creased to the T jeans. Starched up. And his Skechers shape-ups.
Oh man.
And then, okay, so I'm like, he's looking clean. And then you notice the Skechers shape-ups. But then the next day, he had the same outfit on. But he looked rough. The shirt was untucked. He was bent over, not getting around very well at all. And he didn't have his Skechers shape-ups anymore. He had on Yeezys. I was like, what?
It sounds like he might have had a rough night.
Exactly. And somebody stole his Skechers, and all he had left was Yeezys.
Yeah. That's tough.
Yeezy shoes have fallen off on today.
That's tough, man.
All right, we'll get. Somebody's got a question. All right, what's your question for Wyatt Dillon today?
Tell them to bring it on.
They're probably swap shop. They're probably looking for swap shop,
They got a request.
especially when I announced that swap shop's not happening today.
Yeah, they're angry with you, Jeff.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, they can
The
take it out.
swap
On,
shoppers like that swap shop.
that's right. They can take it out on Laney J later.
Yep.
It's exactly 8:30. That means we've got 90 seconds, and we'll be bringing you your best country update, and we'll get that intro from Wyatt Dillon coming up next. It's Best Country 106, Jay and Laney J live.
You've heard the vocals, guitar.
We'll be right back. Facebook Live.
Jay Lindley and Shiloh Martin hosting Voting Town.
Best Country 106. It's time for the Best Country update as presented by Jay Lindley. A Morgan Wallen's doctor has given him the green light to resume tour after 6 weeks of vocal rest. He shared the good news via Instagram on Tuesday with a photo of himself on a boat, along with the caption, "The doc cleared me to talk and sing again. We back." Thomas Rhett will release a retrospective vinyl collection celebrating his 20 number one hits in 10 short years, titled 20 Number Ones on September 29th. The project will include all 20 chart-topping hits so far and his current single, Angels Don't Always Have Wings, as a bonus track. Garth Brooks is not quite finished with his alter ego, Chris Gaines. That's right.
Ooh.
He confirmed during a Q&A interview at Billboard Country Live in a conversation that he intends to release more music as the movie character that never was, according to Taste of Country. And Carrie Underwood will launch her exclusive year-round Sirius XM channel called Carrie's Country on Friday, June 9th at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. It's channel 60 on Sirius XM as well as on the SXM app. She's going to kick off her new channel live in person from Sirius XM's Music Row Happy Hour at the Margaritaville Cafe in Nashville. And finally, Gary Allen. Big shout out to Gary Allen as he's received the Pandora Billionaire plaque after eclipsing 1 billion streams on the Pandora streaming service. So congratulations, Gary Allen. I like to hear some of those older country artists that may not be putting out all the tunes now. They're still making those stream numbers. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Gary Allen deserves it, man.
Yeah, and we could go on and on and on about streaming services and how they rip off the artist, and not just streaming service ripping off the artist, but the contracts in general that artists often sign. We could go on and on about that, but we're not going to today.
No, they're too scary and a waste of time.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Just don't put your name on the line.
That's
man.
right. That's right. Don't do it.
Yep.
I love it. Well, you got something for us here that I want you to set up for you in any way you wish.
Sure. Well, this here is going to be the first thing that anybody hopefully ever hears from Wyatt Dillon that you can get through a speaker or a live service. Speaking of Spotify's, iTunes, Instagrams, all that kind of good stuff.
Right.
Live music or not live music, the opposite of live music, in your car music. So hopefully it'll be coming out this July. It's kind of up in the air right now at the moment, with all that kind of stuff with dotted lines.
Of course.
and
Signing on them and all that junk.
Yeah, and
Like you said, signing your life away kind of feels like you're selling your soul in a way, you know?
well, possibly, yeah. And so I'm hoping, supposed to be July the 11th.
Uh-oh.
Pretty soon, right around the corner. 7 songs of WD originals. No promises on that, but
That's the hope right now.
that's the hope, man.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna worry about it. If it makes it, it does. If it don't,
We may not always understand God's time, right?
that's right, man. And I've been just hanging around waiting. But this is an intro to that record, which this isn't a song. It's just gonna introduce those 7 songs.
And the 7 songs kind of talk about your life, pretty much.
Well, the
In-
title of it is The Spirit Within. So, 7 songs of my life, of the Spirit Within. And I'll leave it at that, man. Here's your little intro to that record. It's good?
Good. Sounds
Alrighty. Well, hello everybody. I'm Wyatt Dillon. I figured I'd take this time to introduce to y'all my brand spanking new record. It is the year 2023, and things are sure getting strange. And Lord, I ask for your spirit to help me see. And bless these songs in your holy name. And to those that open their ears from all of the pain of trials and tribulations from down here below. Now there ain't much of anything at all that I do know, other than the blood of Christ Jesus is the only thing that'll cleanse our dirty old souls. And no man coming to the Father but through the Son born of a virgin daughter, some many, many years ago. Now don't deny whatever's in your heart, whether it be of light or dark. Ask the Holy Spirit to dwelleth within and give you a brand spanking new start.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Wow.
That was awesome. And that's not even a song, that's just kind of an intro.
Yeah, just a little intro.
Getting you going.
Yeah, just getting me going.
When you plug it, okay, this is how I remember them back in the day. When you plug in that CD or that cassette tape,
Mm-hmm.
especially with cassettes, because you couldn't skip to the next song.
Right.
You just plug in that cassette tape, man, hit play, and that's what you get.
That's what you.
Open
That's
up
what
your-
you're
I
gonna
love it.
hear. A little static. Hopefully, it sounds old. Sounds a little rough this morning. Sang 50 songs last night, so I am hoarse, man.
I love it.
Yep.
You woke up and did it for you guys anyway, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all for having me. For those tuning in, and yeah, that'll just be a little intro to what's to come, hopefully,
Okay.
and just asking the Lord to bless them 7 songs and those that open their ears from all the trials and tribulations from down here below, because these ear-opening songs, you're going to have to open your ear on these 7 songs, because it's titled The Spirit Within. You know, this ain't no soccer bomb tunes where you're just cruising down the road and you're vibing and you're jiving, man, swerving through traffic. You never hear a word because there's just this funky beat, and you're like, yeah. You
Right.
know, no, this is going to talk to you, man. And if you ain't got ears to hear, you ain't never going to hear.
That's right.
You know, so you're gonna have to open them ears up, open that heart up, open your soul up a little bit, and just listen. I guess, man. That's all I could ask for in the future. I don't really care about much other than the things that matter.
Yeah.
You know, I could name those, but I just want people to hear the songs, what I got to say, and
For the average man, we only have about a handful of things that matter to us.
it's probably logical.
For some folks, that's possessions,
Yep.
property, maybe.
Yep.
Some folks, it's loved ones.
Nothing wrong with some of that stuff.
Absolutely.
But you got to be careful with some of it because, you know, it's about like you and I. It is going to fade and wither away at some point in time. And so,
I'm much more withered than he.
No, Jack. No, man. You're still young, brother.
I appreciate that. I definitely feel young. I hit 44 this a week and a half ago.
Nice. Well, happy late birthday.
Thank you,
man.
sir. Thank you, sir. 44 is not bad.
Yeah.
When I hit 34, you know, I felt like, man, I'm not in my 20s no more. I'm feeling old. You know what I mean?
Kind of getting down on yourself.
Yeah, I felt older at 34 than I do at 44.
Right on.
So, and I remember looking back at 24 thinking, dang, 44 is old.
Yeah. And now you're feeling young.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. It's crazy.
Well, it's probably a mindset, kids, and
Definitely.
life. You know, life has a tendency to run a full circle, man.
That's right.
And so you might have been feeling old and down, and you might have had to suffer for a little while. Now you're 10 years older, and you feel 10 years younger.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
I'm like 60 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
I'm more active.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I choose what goes in my body a little more carefully.
Right.
You know what I mean? I still have those little Debbies.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
Little Debbie's and milk is my weakness.
And they're dangerous.
Oh man, they're horrible. They've been outlawed in some countries.
I know. That's sad, isn't
Isn't
it?
that crazy?
That we still have... dude, we have a luxurious life here, man.
Oh, America.
I'm thankful for it, but it's scary to have such a luxurious life that we have, you know?
The American dream has changed.
I
If you
don't-
think about
I
it.
don't know that it exists anymore, man.
The American dream, well, it exists. It just changed. If
Yeah.
you think about it, the American dream used to be come over here, make a living, hardworking, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And provide for your family and be free.
Right.
That was the ideal American dream. Now the American dream is get some sort of popularity on Instagram, or you know what I mean. It has completely
It's
changed.
very, very false hope is what it is.
Oh,
man.
absolutely, yeah,
You know?
100%.
That's what I was saying with some of these songs. I could care less about any of that. I love the songs that I write. I love living and whatnot, but I could care less for a million people knowing my name. I just want people to either listen or don't listen
And
and share my story, share my songs, dude. Like I'd be fine with just that.
without telling your whole story, you're telling your whole history. Basically, if you wanted to sign away all your hopes and dreams and your morals, in some cases, you could have already done that.
Possibly, yeah.
So you standing on your integrity and not signing on the dotted line, to me, is more respectful or respectable than just getting a million people to know your name because
Yeah.
you know gave away what you do. Good morning, Jackie.
Good morning.
How are you this
I'm
morning?
good.
Hello, Jackie.
Hello.
But yeah, so no, there's yes. Does it make your job becoming a well-known artist harder? Absolutely. But is it a respectable way to do it? Totally, in my opinion.
For sure. There's a lot of them out there, man, that
Yeah.
are hitting the road and they're tired. Musicians they're on the bottom of the totem pole, man.
Good point.
We'll give you steak. We'll give you beer. Like you can
Yeah.
drink your dinner, or you can drink your pay.
Yep.
But as far as cheddar, cheese, or cash, you know, we might have a spare block in the back. You
Yeah.
know, we'll cut you off a little slice.
Yeah,
man.
just enough to get you going to the next week.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So yeah.
So do we get another song from you this morning before we rock and roll?
Yeah, we could get another song.
I don't have to throw it into you right this second.
Yeah, I'm a
give you a
little-
second. Give you a second.
You can, or we can. I can go right.
Are you
into
good?
it.
Okay, I'd rather hear. I got a brand new song pulled up, brand spanking new music. So I would rather hear from you though.
Alrighty. Would you rather hear here, ladies and gentlemen, or Jay Lindley? I got a few. These are all going to be tough on me. I am extremely hoarse this morning, but I got a little Long Hard Road. I got a little Traveling Blues, and I got a little Nailed to the Cross. Which would you or y'all prefer?
We've been talking about the long hard road ahead of you. So and that you've already been through the past 10 years. How about that one?
Sure.
I
This
like
will be on that first 7 songs, and I am aware 100%. It's a long, hard road if you want to rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to some of these words in here and make some sense out of it. It's kind of tough being this vulnerable, Jay. Excuse me there. That's a tough tongue twisting
Yeah.
word for me. Because every song that I've ever written obviously come from the spirit of WD and the spirit that lives within,
Right.
which isn't WD. It's who created WD. And so those inspirations, I don't make them up. So you're putting some deep stuff out here
It's
on the
raw.
lines.
It's
Yeah.
raw WD out here.
And so that's kind of scary sometimes but I don't see no other way to do it than I don't know why else I would be doing it. If I can't put what I feel or what comes out of this heart on the paper, then I don't want to put it on there. I don't want some beachy song or something.
Right.
Now I do obviously, but this music is a drug for me personally, I guess you could say, or healing. So that kind of stuff. I don't write songs to be a one hitter. I write songs from the spirit within. And that's
There you
what'll
go.
be on this here record, The Long Hard Road. It's a long, hard road if you want to rock and roll. Give you my heart, darling, but these strings stolen long ago, long ago. Now I've seen 25 years living down here below. Never thought I'd have made it this far. Girl, I've been high and low, I've been high and low. I got my first real set of strings. I just turned 18. My pa gave me his old talk of me, but I traded in on a Gibson. Shame on me, shame on me. Now I ain't clocked in 2 years or so. I got bills to pay and places to go, but I close my eyes and I drift away, and I thank the Lord for one more day, just one more day. Now I know that there's mountains to climb, but I done did in your boots. Would you please give me back mine? I got so much to lose, I got too much to lose. All the troubles running through my veins, it ain't no mystery. All the sin passed down and down, I guess it's part of the family tree, part of the FAMTREE. That's family tree if you didn't understand. Could it be that I'm under some kind of curse? No, I think this is all part of the plan. These days it's hard to resist. You know our hearts have been hard in, they've been hard in. So I'll push on down this road. I got nowhere else to go. Tell CMG I love her, and I'll be seeing her on them streets of gold, on them streets of gold.
Beautimous, beautimous. All right, we'll be right back. Facebook Live. Laney J live. We got WD with us this morning, though. Good morning, Wyatt Dillon, man. That was a great one. That was outstanding.
Appreciate it, Jay.
Yes,
Good
sir.
morning, Jay, and to those listening, if you're just tuning in, WD and JL.
That's right. I like it.
Long, hard road, that is, and just talks about a little stuff here and there. You can make some pictures out of it in your own mind if you can. If you can follow along. Yeah, I like that song as well, man. I wrote that song probably 3 or 4 years ago, and recorded it on my phone, and I actually forgot about it. And one day I was scrolling through there just listening, and I found that, and I said, man, I need to go ahead and put that on the list of songs to do.
There you go.
And so,
And now it's going to be a part of your life and our lives soon enough. And it's already part of your life, but
yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
Well, we got to talk about something before we get out of here today, because our friends over at Topwater eFoil Surfing. Have you heard of this yet, my friend?
I have, but I haven't seen or heard much.
Okay, well, I'm about to lay it on you here. Let me pull this up properly so everybody can see. I think I got it there now. Think so. Maybe.
Top water surf.
Topwater eFoil Surfing. Oh, let me share the screen. That's what I should do. Boom. There we go. All right. So if you're on our Facebook Live, you can see that what we're seeing, facebook.com/KKBIFM, these electric surfboards, okay? So in essence, you don't have to do anything but pull the trigger and you're surfing across the water.
Yeah, right.
Seriously, it's pretty cool. It's got a little fin with the little, like the motor underneath it, little boat propeller, I guess you could say. And just surfs you across the water like this fellow here on top of the lake right there, just cruising across the top of the water.
Well, Jay, I will say, man,
And you're an athletic dude.
for someone like me or you,
Yeah.
in essence, just a push of a button, we're surfing across the lake, bro. No problem, man.
Right.
Catching waves.
That's right.
Vibrational waves or literal water waves, man, like you are catching right now. For you and I, Jay, yeah, piece of cake. Now, a little questionable for a lot of these folks, probably. But I believe they can make it happen with a little effort.
Exactly.
But it's not going to be something for, everybody.
Yeah, well, you have to be able to carry the surfboard around, which is about 40 or 50 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So there is that. That aspect, if you can't carry it, then you can't ride it. They say. They do have a few rules that you must follow, and they've got all of the things you can read right there on their website. That's topwaterefoilsurfing.com. Of course, again, we have it pulled up here on our Facebook Live if you want to check that out. Also on YouTube as well. But Topwater E-Foil Surfing, I've seen some Facebook Live videos or some Facebook videos that they've posted of youngsters learning how. It's kind of neat. Some of them will start on their knees, and you can just surf real slowly across the top of the water. And then some of the younger ones that are, a little more balanced, they'll jump up on their feet and they'll kind of do the little up and down, trying to speed up, and it goes too high, so they fall down. It's kind of neat to check out.
Very interesting, I would say, for sure.
I'm going to have to do it and strap a GoPro on and see how easy it is for me, because I think it'd be pretty easy.
Yeah, it definitely.
For me.
Right, I agree on that.
Again,
man.
we're athletic.
I think it'd be easy for you too, brother.
Yeah.
As for myself, we might wipe out, but hey, that's the point,
There's always a level of that, for sure.
I wonder what the speed is on those, because I have seen a fella or two on those, and they'll start pumping them, like they'll be pumping like the wave of the board.
Exactly.
And I feel like they kind of scoot pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think the top speeds in the upper teens or lower 20s. And that's pretty quick across the top of the water on a surfboard.
Yeah, especially
sure.
when these aren't actual surfboards, because an actual surfboard, the water actually gives you the surf.
Exactly.
Or a boat does with the energy of the wave. These are creating the wave somehow underneath the water.
That's right.
And you're gliding. Like the board's looks
Up
like
above
a foot
it, yeah.
or two above water.
And I think even further you can go. I mean, the length of that is, good couple of feet
Adjustable, yeah.
probably. So
like air surfing, but somehow you're still in the water.
yeah.
It's pretty powerful technology there.
It really is. Topwaterefoilsurfing.com is the website to check that out. Of course, you can go to their website or their Facebook page. I follow them on Facebook, and they got some really cool stuff. Laney says I noticed the oddest stuff, but the first thing I noticed about the model that they used for this is that he's had an appendix removed.
You got a scar over there?
Yeah.
I can't see it's a distance. Yeah.
But so yeah, I always figured, you could tell who the model was, not by his face, but by the scar of his appendix being.
The surgery of surgeries, man.
Oh man.
You got yours, Jay?
Yep, I guess so. I've never had any surgery like that, have anything
Nice.
removed. You got yours?
Oh yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Unless they took it out of me when I was asleep a time or two, They put me to sleep a few times. So.
Well, that one time I was abducted by aliens. I don't know. They may have, I think they took that in my spleen for some reason. I don't remember.
Yeah, you're still walking, talking, breathing.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Nothing
man.
vital.
Yeah.
Well, man, 60 seconds. We are out of here. Again, appreciate the heck out of you hanging out with me today, bro.
Yeah, I do too. Hopefully next time you'll catch me when I'm not showing the night before.
Right.
Gigging tired vocally.
Yes.
Worn down. But thank y'all for tuning in, those that did, and putting up with me. And
Saturday
JL.
night. Tell them one more
Saturday
time.
night, Hochtown Saloon. Lucas Dalton, Wyatt Dillon. I'm going to get some rest. Hopefully this voice will recover. And plan on doing a little bit of lightly acoustic. And then, when the sun gets good and down, might even just rock and roll.
I love
Because
it.
it's a long, hard road.
I love it. All right, that's going to do it for us today. We appreciate you guys hanging with us. We're going to get out of here, of course. No swap shop today, folks. No swap shop
Peace,
today. Have a
peace.
great one. Peace off. Bye, Facebook Live. Bye. Say what? Bye, Wyatt Dillon.
Deuces, ladies. and
Bye. Y'all have a great day. And peace off.